Hey man, say man, what's the play, man? Season 3, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, you know what I'm saying, live and direct for a special interview, you know what I'm saying? We got more guns than I've ever seen in my life. Y'all can see what I can see. Y'all really can't see everything I can see. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we blicked up. You know what I'm saying? So, for those that don't know, who do we have here today?
What's up? What's good, everybody? My name's Oliver Stintson. I'm the owner of Stintson Shooting Supply here in Lubbock, Texas. Pretty much got my own firearm business. Everything you guys see on the table is legal. So if your paperwork good, you want to get you some protection, anything you can think of, from custom Glocks that I can get in 2 days to custom Glocks that I can get designed with your logo on it in a week and a half, we can take care of it. We got FN 5.7s, Smith & Wesson 5.7s. For the ladies, we got Tauruses, something that you can put in your purse. If you want some ARPs, we got 300 blackouts with the flashlights on them. I can get all that for you. We got ARPs that I can customize to shoot AK bullets, to shoot 300 blackout, whatever you want. Ammo, scopes, we can get it and get you taken care of. So your paperwork good, you legal, you want to get you something to defend yourself, hit me up. I can get it taken care of. I offer trainings, anything you guys can pretty much think of. I'm here in Lubbock, but anywhere in the area you want it sent to, Dallas, Houston, I'll get it there next business day. Let me know a gun store, dealer, pawn shop in your area you use. I'll get it overnight shipped and it'll be there before you guys eat lunch.
Where's the farthest you shipped a gun to?
I done shipped a gun to Chicago, so Chirac. I done shipped Glocks out there. Normally Dallas, Houston, Oklahoma City, Hobbs. That's where I normally ship a lot to. New Orleans. Anywhere you guys is at, I'll get it to you.
So what's your favorite gun?
My favorite gun probably gonna be the FN 5.7. So it shoots the 5.7 rounds. Basically like walking around with a mini AR-15 in your pocket, so you shoot mini AR rounds on it, so you got the mini AR rounds for them. Same bullet that they shot Will Smith with in Bad Boys 3, so that's gonna be my favorite right there. And then you got your 300 blackout. This gonna probably be my second favorite gun. As far as my AR pistols, this definitely gonna be my favorite one. So this one, I got the flashlight on it, I got the vertical grip. It's something you can maneuver around the house with, but I can get anything you guys can think of. If they got it at Academy, Cabela's, I can get it for you guys, and I'm gonna beat their price. So nobody here in Lubbock, or I would even say in Texas, probably mess with my prices.
So where's your love for guns? Like, where'd that kind of begin?
Just a lot of hunting and stuff with my dad in New Mexico and shooting guns with my cousins. So outside of that, we were always just doing stuff with guns. And then I got a cousin in New Mexico that put me on. His company's called One Clear Shot. So if you need anything in New Mexico, he can also help you with stuff. And we work great together. He put me on, and he got his license about 4 years ago. And I just followed in his footsteps from that, and then did it and put my own twist on it.
Okay. So we have seven guns on the table? Yeah, 5, 7.
Yeah, 7.
So we got 7 guns on the table, you know what I'm saying? What's the most amount of guns that you've ever had?
I done had probably 30 guns come in a weekend. I don't hold any inventory, so if you guys want to come look for guns, I typically ain't gonna have anything on hand. But if you want it, I can get it in 2 days. But I done had 30, or actually probably like 40 guns on a weekend, and got them out the same weekend. So if you're serious about business, you want to come make an appointment, come get your gun, we'll get you taken care of. I'll install your scopes. You want to go to the range and want me to show you how to properly handle and work it, I'll do all that as well. So
tell me about the scopes. Can you tell me about something earlier?
Yeah, so like the scopes, I put on a lot of them. I use the shake weight technology. Hollison makes a great one. So when I put my scopes on there with the gun, when you unholster to pick it up, it's going to actually activate it, and it's going to turn on the reticle inside the scope. And then when you put it down for 10 minutes, it'll turn off, and you're going to have battery life over 50,000 hours. So I don't know anybody doing that much shooting anyway.
Yeah, nah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you watch the news, you know what I'm saying, just like I do. When you see a headline speaking about like a mass murder or something like that, due to a hand of a gun, and then you see like the politicians, like they're posturing saying that they want gun reform or to take the guns away and things like that. What is your opinion on that?
So the way I see it, when I see politicians talk about like gun reform, to me, honestly, only thing that's going to do is hurt people like me, yourself, people that want to get guns legally, because that's the only thing that they can policy on. So what they're going to do, it makes it more difficult for you to go down to your gun store or come to me to get your gun, because they're going to put restrictions in place. Because if I want to do something evil like that, I'm not going to go typically to a gun store to get a gun. I'm going to go where I can find it, and then I can go find a gun just as easy as I can go find some cigarettes on the street. So they can't, in America, there's more guns in America than there is in any country in the world or the rest of the world combined. There's not a way to go get all the illegal guns to even implicit the policies on. So to me, the way I feel, the best way you can combat somebody that wants to do something illegal with the gun to harm people is to have somebody there with a legal gun that's trained to stop the threat. Because the only way you can really neutralize a threat like that is with a weapon. Because if somebody wants to do something of that nature, me talking to them or anything negotiating wise, it's not going to do anything to stop somebody. So in mass shootings, I always feel like if you have somebody in place there that's legally carrying and trained, I feel like if I'm in one of them situations, I hope I can be that person to neutralize a threat, to minimize as much precious lives that we have available.
Well, what age do you say you started handling guns at a young age? What age do you think would be a good legal age? I think they've even spoken about that too.
So in the state of Texas, it's kind of weird. A lot of people don't know, but in the state of Texas, you can carry a gun at 18, but you can't purchase a gun from a store till you're 21. So to me, the age of 18, you can buy a rifle or a shotgun, but you can't get a handgun. So for some reason, they have this mentality and idea set up that this gun, you can't walk around with this at 18, but this one, you can go to the store and buy it and walk around with it legally. You can carry it, put it on a sling, and walk up and down the street legally here in Texas. So it's kind of weird to me that you got to be 18 to get a handgun, but you can get an AR-15 at, you got to be 21 to get a handgun, but you can get an AR-15 at 18.
So even gun laws, right? Have you heard of the popular YouTube page, not YouTube page, but Facebook page, Lubbock County Mugshots?
Mm-hmm.
You heard of that? All right, so on the page, I see a lot of people that are going to jail for like gun charges or whatever, right? But we live in an open carry state. Can you explain that to me?
So a lot of times what will happen is that I've never really looked at like the charges on there, but most of the time with gun charges is if a gun that you buy from somebody, if it's reported stolen and you get caught with it, it's person in possession of stolen property. Or if somebody's illegally has a firearm, where they be a felon, domestic violence or something like that, or if they get arrested and they've got narcotics on them and they've got a firearm on them, that normally enhances it. So typically most of the time when you see people locally getting charged with stuff like that, it's because they got a gun and they don't have it properly documented and they're not supposed to be in possession of it.
So but anybody can have, I guess other than felons, anyone can have a gun.
Yeah, so in the state of Texas, if you're 18 years old, you can legally carry your gun on your hip or in your pocket and own it over the age of 18, as long as you don't have them type of crimes. So what typically people would do is they'll private buy a gun from somebody that has one for sale. But if they wanted to buy one through me that was licensed, they'd have to be 21 to get a firearm. And then in Texas, you can carry it without having to have a license. So you can walk around with it on your hip like you're the Lone Ranger, or you can keep it in your pocket, and same way, either way.
And you just take it anywhere.
So you can, but when you go to stores, you'll notice they'll have a sign in the window and it'll let you know if they don't allow. So if it's, of course, a school, somewhere where it's voting, somewhere where it's like a basketball or football game, or if it's a place where they serve liquor, they'll have a sign when you walk in the door that'll let you know that firearms are not allowed in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, we travel a lot. We go to Dallas, Houston, Denver. We fly. Like, we went to Denver right before Mother's Day, and I take my guns with me right on the plane. I get my guns, get them in a TSA lockbox from Academy for $15. Go check my bag in, tell them I want to check my gun in. They check my gun in. They put my gun under the plane. I land, put my gun in my pocket, and I'm right back safe and just walking around. I'm trying to be as safe as I can for me and my family and protect them. So I'm not trying to arm people with guns that's got ill will in their heart or want to go out and commit crimes, but I want everybody to be able to defend themselves and be able to do it legally and do it properly. So if people are traveling and they got questions, hit me up and I'll answer questions on how you can get your gun legally on the plane. Because we see it all the time. NFL player arrested at the airport with a gun. Or we see somebody.
So when you see a headline like that, like, you know what I'm saying, up and star running back so and so, you know what I'm saying, arrested.
Was it Lotto? She got arrested at LAX with a gun.
So like, what is your take when you see that, or like, what do you automatically know?
They weren't talked to properly and didn't know what they was doing. So if I'm leaving right now to go on a flight, I gotta have a TSA lockbox, which I got. You gotta have a TSA lockbox to put your gun in. So this right here, when I flew Southwest Airlines, you get a TSA lockbox. You put your gun in the lockbox, and you gotta be able to lock the box. You lock it, you go to the airport, you fill out your paperwork. This is my name, this is my address, this is my gun. When they ask you, do you got any bags you want to check under the plane, you give them this. You put your lock on, you lock it with your key. They get your gun, they put it in your bag that goes under the plane. When you land, your bag gonna be spinning right around and your gun gonna be right in your bag. When you fly back, it's the same policy. Those people that get arrested, they get their gun, they walk through the airport, they walk past the boarding part right there and don't check their gun in. Then when they go talk to TSA, they scan that purse, they scan that bag, then they ask get to spend the night in that city. They don't get on that plane. That's what happens. They don't go through the proper procedure. Right when you get on there for that departing, when you see Southwest, American Airlines, that's where you need to let them know, I have a gun in this box and I need to check it in. Once you go past them, you're going to be talking to TSA and then the local police. That's what happens in them scenarios.
So you say you sell guns, but you also offer classes as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
What classes are those?
So if you want to get your firearm and learn how to shoot, if you want to learn how to handle it, anything you want to learn how to do with the guns, I can help you with. If you want to learn to get your license to carry your gun, license to carry license here in the state of Texas is good in 39 other states. So if you're traveling,
is it needed?
I would say so because, okay, in the state of Texas, we can open carry and legally carry 18 and up. But if I go over to New Mexico or if I go over to Louisiana, they're not going to recognize that as a state law for you because you're not a resident of that state. Yeah. So what you do is you get your license to carry and you get reciprocity in 39 other states. So when you take that class, 4 hours online, go to the gun range, take 50 shots past that, then you're good to have that license and you can go to Denver, New Orleans. There's like only a few states, the entire West Coast, Illinois, New York, Rhode Island, and there's like 4 other states that don't recognize our license, but everything within a 10-state radius, you good.
Word. So which one of these are the most dangerous now?
Any of them. Yeah, any of them, honestly. Any of them are dangerous as to kill someone if used improperly, but you got 9mm, but as far as which one does the most damage, if I was to say which one does the most damage, I would probably say this one because it shoots AK-47 bullets, or this one that shoot 300 blackout. This one, these right here are both 9mm, and this one right here is a 9, but this is a 5.7, so it looks like a mini AR bullet, but it really the size of a 22 bullet because that's the only thing that's really gonna come out as a projectile, and that's just gonna hit the ground. So
when you showed me the purple gun earlier, you know what I'm saying, I seen the brand of the gun. And I was like, is it a good gun? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Taurus.
You know, on Facebook, they be clowning the Tauruses. They're like, oh man, it was just a Taurus. That whole jammed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I'll tell people, a lot of times what a lot of people don't know, when your gun jam up, any of these guns up here can jam. Because think about it, most of the time people get their gun, they load the magazine up, put one in the head, cock it, put another bullet, put the mag in there, and then they walk around with that gun. You in Houston or Dallas, humidity's building up. What people don't realize, you need to clean your guns after about every 500 shots. If your magazine holds 15 rounds, I wouldn't put the 13 in there if it's gonna be just somewhere sitting up and not being used or carried. because what happens is that spring sitting there and it's extended all the way because all them bullets is in there, and that's a lot of times what causes a gun magazine to jam, or it causes a gun to fail because it's not getting proper feeding from that spring.
Yeah.
But any of these guns up here can do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? Tell me, like, I guess, what's your craziest gun moment?
As far as probably my craziest gun moment, I was with my boys at the gun range, my sons, and I was showing them like going through the full gauntlet, like this how you hold a gun, have your finger off to the side, don't have it on the trigger till you shoot it. When you finish shooting, put the gun down, make sure the slide stays open, take the magazine out, make sure there's not any bullets in there. So I'm going through all this, showing them all that, and then we shooting. My last shot, I shot, the bullet hit the target, the shell casing ricocheted off the wall, landed in my glasses, and burned me right there.
Damn.
So I took my glasses off, threw that hole on the ground, and shit, I thought I got hit by the bullet. I didn't even know it was a shell casing, but yeah, the shell casing landed in my glasses and was just sitting up there.
That's wild.
Yeah, so I got a little scar from there, but it went away. But yeah, it burnt me right to my cheekbone.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, if somebody does want to purchase the gun, what's the process? How do you contact with you? You know what I'm saying? How do you go about that?
Just hit me up. They can hit me up on my Instagram. It's Stinsons_shooting supply. Stinsons with an S plural, STINSON, just like on the hat. DM me. You can go to my website, StinsonsShootingSupply.com. Just get in contact with me. We'll get your gun ordered. You can pay Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you want to pay with. Do your paperwork, get your gun, be good. If you're not here local and you don't want to travel here, same process. Just let me know your zip code. I'll ship it to a gun dealer in your area. They'll do the paperwork. You pay me for the gun. Pay them $10 to $20, $30 for your background check. You good to go.
I'm a little razzle-dazzle, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming down and sitting down with us, you know what I'm saying, and giving us a little gun literacy and also introducing your business.
Yeah.
I hope that as we watch it, you know what I'm saying, it continues to grow and flourish and flourish. You told me you sold over 30 guns in one weekend, you know what I'm saying? And it's moving and booming, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta commend you on that. So if y'all need a stick, y'all need some protection, y'all need a firearm, this is the person you go ahead and get in contact with, and then you guys go ahead and facilitate that.
Yes, sir. We do all good business on this end. So you want to come by, if you're here in town, you come get your gun. I'll throw you a free box of ammo in. You be good to go, ready for action. But everything you see, lifetime warranty, everything brand new. You go to Academy, G-Bo's, they guns come from the same exact place I get mine. Only difference is we trapping out the house, not out the big stores.
You know what I'm saying?